we have the wonderful Dr. Fong with us today, who will be here to answer all of your questions and to give you a really insightful introduction into why you should study with them in Hong Kong. Okay, so I'm going to hand you over to your host, but please do ask us questions throughout the whole webinar. We will be here for you, and we will get to those at the very end of the webinar. All right, Dr. Fong, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction. So hello, everyone. Again, thanks for joining this program talk. And as introduced, I am Dr. Cathy Fong, the program leader of Master of Art in Child and Family Education. So today, our goal is to introduce the program to you. And I hope that after this talk, you will, of course, learn more about our program goals and also the course structure. I'm also happy to share with you information about scholarship and career opportunity for our students. And I assume some of you will eventually apply our program. So I will also give you some reminders and application tips to help you walk through the process. And finally, as said, we will have a Q&A. If you have any questions about the program, feel free to ask me then. Let me start then. As I assume some of you are not from Hong Kong, so I just want to say something about why would you like to study in Hong Kong? So as you may agree, Hong Kong is a great place to study and to live. It's a modern city, it's a cultural and business centers. As for living, I think people enjoy living in Hong Kong because we have high efficiency and convenience. And English is also one of our official languages. So you don't need to worry not able to communicate with us. And one thing I want to remind you is that in case some of you are thinking about getting a future career development in Hong Kong, you may want to know about the IANG scheme, which is offered by the Hong Kong government. Because under this scheme, non-local students from most country in the world, after they study their program in Hong Kong, they are allowed to stay and search for jobs in Hong Kong for 2 years after graduation. And you may want to know that you are not required to have a job offer when you apply for this scheme. So it means that it gives you more room, more time for you to stay and then to understand the job market and then to find a job that suits you in Hong Kong, and then you can stay and work as you like. So I think in that way, that is a major attraction for overseas students that you should consider. And of course, some of our students are also attracted by the reputation of our university. You may know that the Education University of Hong Kong is one of the local government-funded universities with outstanding international ranking. As you can understand from our university title, we have a strong focus on education. But apart from that, it is also our features that we have multidisciplinary programs and also leading research that train students in various professional fields. So that would provide you with a good studying environment. And as for our department, we are one of the largest departments of early childhood education in Hong Kong. For a comprehensive development, we offer a series of postgraduate programs for students, which range from PhD and EDD and Master of Education and Master of Arts, and also postgraduate diploma. Today's talk will focus on the Master of Art in Child and Family Education. But if you are also interested in other programs, just be reminded to visit our department website to know more information, or feel free to email to our departments to answer your questions. Okay, of course, it is certain that most of our students choose us because they are interested in learning professional knowledge in family education. You may want to know that we are the first master program in Hong Kong that links child and family education. you may wonder why we start this program 8 years ago, is that we see there are many programs that focus on training students to become professional teachers, as I assume this is the same all over the world. But here in Hong Kong, we observe that there are not as much as focus on training expertise who can support parents and family system as an educator. So for teachers, I think this program is very important because I think teachers may agree with me. I know some of you are from the ECE background. You may agree with me that on one hand, yes, there are lots of things that we can teach our children at school. But at the same time, we cannot deny the fact that family plays a major role in children's development. So of course, we know how to teach our children, but at the same time, if we can also collaborate well with parents and empower them to nurture children in a more positive way, there are a higher chance that we can support our children in a stronger way. And apart from teachers, I think this is, I mean, family education is also important for those in the other field. So let's see if we have someone from the other field. Okay. I assume some of you are also from the other field, and you would agree with me that perhaps your jobs also requires you to know how to work with child and family as well. So with that in mind, we start off this program. And our mission is to train more people who work in child-related professions and help them to practice family education in their settings. So that is what we want to do. And to achieve our program goals, we carefully designed courses that could let our students have deeper knowledge in family and parenting practice. And with that foundation, we will further let our students to learn the skills so that they can decide education and intervention program to strengthen parenting practice. And apart from that, we have another feature. This program has another feature, that is, it is run by the Department of Early Childhood Education, as I just said to you. What's good about that is that we think as a group of ECE professional, we on one hand have research expertise in family study, but at the same time, we are also experienced in training frontline teachers. Okay, so that would enable us to bring you integrative insight in how to apply education to support families. So I think if you are looking for such kind of integrative approach, our program may suit you. Okay, another thing that our students really like about our program is that we offer a flexibility for them to choose between two elective tracks, which is the thesis track and the practice track. Okay, this is something special about us. I'm going to spend some time to let you know more about that in a minute. But in short, just want to emphasize that our program offers 6 core courses and 2 to 3 elective courses in total. Some of our courses focus on helping teachers and social service workers to deal with different types of family in their work settings, which prepare for their professional development. We will introduce theories about parenting and different family subsystem, so not just parenting, but also marital and sibling system as well. And one course that may interest you, which I assume you are overseas students, is that called the Early Child Development and Education Across Cultures. This is the course that focus on like we need to know how parents could support children in their physical, cognitive, social, and emotional development across different stages, of course. And we also would emphasize on how cultural factors could affect parents' belief and practice. And this is especially why we want to encourage more overseas students to join us, because we want to have a more multicultural discussion, letting each others to know how parenting is about in different cultures. So I assume that would definitely make our interesting and our exchange more interesting. Okay, so apart from that, we have some advanced courses which focus on how we can support families through the means of education. Well, the purpose of family education is that even though we know parents do not need to take lessons, okay, or get a license to become parents, okay, they just born and then have children and then become parents. But as research would tell us, there are actually something like knowledge, skills, and attitude that parents can learn, and then through that they can improve themselves or reflect on themselves about how to become a better versions of parents. So if with that in mind, if you really want to do that, a questions we would like to focus in our courses is that how can we design programs that suit the parents' needs? Okay, and also how can we, when we have the program, how can we implement them more effectively, and how can we evaluate the effectiveness of what we have done for improvement? So that is what the courses, the advanced courses is about. And of course, we have one course that is the research method in education. This one will teach you basic concepts in scientific research. And in this course, you will learn how to extract useful information from literature and use basic research methodology to answer family-related questions. The reason why we want our students to have that skills is because we want them to become independent learners, and after graduation, they can still continue to benefit from growing research. And I think that would be an important part for their professional development. And for the electives, for students who are interested in a research path, you could choose the thesis track. As I said, there is a flexibility in that. In this track, you can have a chance to work under the guidance of a thesis supervisor. You will conduct a research study and work on literature review, data analysis, and write up research proposal and the final report. Okay. So just to share with you that some of our students actually publish their thesis in international journals with the support of their thesis supervisor, which is a very great achievement. And also some students after graduation, they successfully get into PhD or EDD programs in either local or overseas university. So we are very proud of their achievement, and we think that we will continue to support those students to pursue their research path in the future. Another track is the practice track, which is the track that most students will be interested in. For students in this track, first of all, you will have a chance to take a course in counseling. And then we will arrange you to do a practicum in an organization, okay, where you will gain some online experience in providing family services for parents and children. For example, you will have a chance to organize and design parent-child activities. You may deliver parent talk or provide counseling services for parents about their parenting styles, etc. To give you more information, students are required to engage in at least 30 hours of field work. And the organization you will attach to could be a kindergarten, primary school, or some NGOs. For the NGOs, it could be community centers, integrative family service centers, etc. And you may also want to know that you will be led by a professional family educator through the learning process. Okay, so I guess this would be a very good chance for student, especially if you have relatively limited experience in the family education. Because for other education program, usually when you do practicum, okay, you will go in class in a school and then to teach the children. But in our program, you will have a chance. We will organize the opportunity for you to provide services to parents. Okay, so it will be a little bit different, and you will have a chance to receive feedback from the professionals, and then how to work with parents and your presentation skills, and about adult education knowledge. Those are the area that you can learn and gain experience in. So this would be the options. And of course, I know the overseas student may wonder, like, how can you get a practicum in Hong Kong because you don't speak Cantonese, which is our major language. Don't worry about that. If you choose the practice track, we will make sure you have a chance to work in an environment that will suit your language, which is English. And for those who are from mainland, we will also try our best to let you speak 普通话 or English in the work settings. Okay. And another things that we take care for you is your time schedule. Because we know that some of you may only have time in weekdays. Some of you may have time on weekends. So before the start of the program, we will distribute a questionnaire for all of you, and then you can indicate your preference to us so that we can make suitable arrangement for you. Okay, and regardless of what options you choose, all of you are entitled to take part in different experiential learning activities organized by the program. Normally, we will visit a school or an NGO at each year. The visits would usually provide students a chance to learn more about how family education is actually implemented in real settings here in Hong Kong. For the past few years, for example, we have visited international school kindergarten in Hong Kong. We have visited some church group or some family centers who offer, for example, parenting service or family services for families in the neighborhood. Who may, for example, have children with special needs, or they are from low-income family, etc. I think those real experience could like real taste of, you get into the site and then you listen to the experience sharing from the professional, which will give you some advantage in your actual work settings. Okay, and for the scholarship opportunity, you may want to know that our program offers a range of scholarship for students. So apart from the academic scholarship, we have an academic scholarship for students who are currently studying in our program. But apart from that, you would also like to know that we have an entrance scholarship for prospective students, can be overseas student or local students. We look for students who have, of course, outstanding academic achievement and also global perspectives. Okay, so in case you are applying for this scholarship and you have a lot of overseas and cultural exchange experience, please let us know, and then we will, because it will be one of the major selection criteria. And after you join a program, the program will also provide financial subsidies to students who take part in international exchange activity. Just to share with you that last year we have 2 students getting the award. One of them used the money to travel to the US and present her thesis in a research conference. And another one, as you can see in the photo here, he traveled to South Africa to attend a educational seminar. Okay, so I think he has a great time there, and he is ready to make use of what he learned into his work settings. So if you think that opportunity would be suitable for you, please don't miss out our scholarship opportunity if you will study in our program. Okay, and then who are we looking for? In case you wonder if you are suitable for our program, I would like to emphasize that our students' background are actually quite diverse. What I mean is that we have both local and non-local students. They are of different ages. Some of them are teachers. Some of them are from other fields, such as social services, business, even engineering, media, nursing, etc. So I understand why people from different fields would be interested in us, because it is true that nowadays primary education is very important, and it is a major part of different field areas. So actually some parents they join us, okay, not very much because of their career, but mostly for personal development, given that they have children, etc. So I would say that we are a big family. We welcome diversity. As long as you are working or you aspire to work with children and families, and you are also passionate about family education, you believe in the power of it, I think this program is suitable for you. Okay, about career outlook. So our graduates, I would say that they have a wide range of choices, as they can work in various settings as related to children and families. So some teacher share that like, because the teachers they were teachers before they joined our program, and after graduation they share with me that they feel that they become more confident and effective when they work with parents now. When they do case conference or in other scenarios, they work with parents, they feel that they have more ideas about how to approach that. So this is something we want our students to achieve. And they also share that they become a more valuable asset to the school, because now they can contribute more in terms of parent work and also family education promotion. So also a few of them tell us that they now get lecturer positions in higher institution. If that's what you want, some of them do achieve that. And they now teach a subject that is very related to what they learn in our program in child and family education. And then for those who are not in the education field, they didn't come from education field before they join us. Because of the program, they are now interested in CFE, and some of them are now working for the government or the NGOs for jobs related to family and child education. Some of them may further study and become therapists, or in the field of some private practice, or in the media field of, like, they may write editorial or creating videos about sharing parenting issues or topics, etc. And also because our program has an emphasis on research, okay, we have a course about research method, and we have the fees absorption. So actually some of them pursue further study or pursue a career in research. And very often it is with the support of our faculty members. As I said, we are very keen to help our students to pursue a research path if that's what they want. So yeah, that would be some of the examples. And of course, if you want to know more, a better way is to listen to them. So that's why I prepare a video. It is one of our graduate who she start out as a in an art teacher, but now she changed her career a little bit about because of our program. So let's watch the video. Before we watch that, I just want to say that the volume may not be very loud. You may need to turn up your volume of your computer yourself.
After studying fine arts in London, I started teaching children art at my family's art studio. Yet I found that my fine art degree was not enough. My job required also the art of interacting with children as well as their parents. This is why the MA in Child and Family Education sounded perfect to me. I had the opportunity to do my research with Dr. Eva Lau on the impact of extracurricular activities and parental involvement on young children's development. This experience sheds new light on the way I understand my role as an extracurricular activity teacher. Skills and knowledge learned in this master program were practical and really handy when I'm facing different sorts of difficulties at work. The MACFE really helped and equipped me to be a better teacher to both my students and their parents.
Okay, I hope you get the video message. If you want to watch more video, feel free to go to our program website, which I will share with you the link in a few minutes. Okay, so hopefully you know our career path for students. And now back to some technical stuff. Okay, so for the class time and venue, of course, our program, our courses will be mostly conducted at our university campus, which is in Taipo, if you know. And also, our classes will be conducted mostly on weekday evenings. And if necessary, it could be on Saturday, especially for the field attachment, which I explained to you. And of course, the most important thing I need to emphasize is that English is the medium of instruction of our program, meaning that you will have lessons, have discussion in English, you will conduct your assignment in English as well. So, as I said, no worry too much about the language barrier. And for the tuition fee, you may know that that for the whole program, that is around US dollar of $18,000 for the US dollars. And of course, it's subject to change from time to time. As for the study mode, I think most of you would choose the full-time mode, which you may know that normally student would complete that within 1 year. But you may also want that we actually have a 2-year part-time options if that's what you want. So applicants, of course, normally should hold a recognized bachelor degree. Okay, and the field, we would say that it would be best if you are from the field of education, psychology, or other social science related disciplines. But based on our observation, first of all, we welcome students from other discipline as well, because we find that even some students may not have relevant background, but because of their personal experience, because of their working experience, they are actually very knowledgeable of the content that we are teaching. And we feel that our course can definitely help them to pursue their future career. So we are very glad to offer this platform to these students. So don't worry too much about your field, just apply it, and then let us know why do you want to choose this program, even though your background may not be exactly in this area. And for those who come from an institution that use a non-English speaking system, especially for like from my knowledge, I think most of our students who need to submit this qualification is those from mainland or in Southeast Asia. You may want to fulfill the minimum English proficiency requirement of the university. You may need to know that you need to fulfill that requirement. And it could be English test result of IELTS, TOEFL, or GCSE, etc. For those from mainland, you may know that CET is also acceptable for our program. But do notice that some of the test results have to be within 2 years from the year that you apply for our program. So if you took the test a while ago, you may need to update your result. This is the contact information of our program. If you have any question, especially if you, in case we don't have enough time to answer all your questions today, please make note of this email address and then send us your question. We'll be very happy to answer your question. And also, this is our program website. Here, you can click and then go to the website that I showed you before. Okay, and the second thing is about the admission application. In case you will apply, please be reminded to submit all the required documents online. For example, in the application form, especially we would need to know your academic performance in your previous degree. So don't forget to tell us your GPA, okay? So academic records is another thing you need to provide to us. And personal statement, as I said, we look for students who have a reasonable academic background and relevant knowledge. However, we also value how much you have interest in family education. So as I said, especially if you are not coming from a relevant field, I would strongly encourage you to take some time to explain to us why you have a passion and interest in this field. What happened in your previous background that inspired you to pursue this path? And do you have any relevant qualification experience that makes you a qualified student for our program? So this is something that we are looking for in your personal statement, and it will definitely increase your chance to be admitted if you write a good statement. And for those who submit your application, we will usually, if you are selected for interview, we will usually contact you through email within one month, okay? And you may want to know that our interview will be conducted in group through Zoom, so that you don't need to personally come to us for the interview. What you will be required to do is that we will ask you to introduce yourself, your background, why you choose this program. And then in the group discussion, we will give you a topic to discuss about. And of course, you will also have chance to ask me questions. Okay, I will be there, okay, for all of the interviews. So you will have a chance to see me again. Okay. So that's all.
Okay.
Perhaps I take this last opportunity to say two
Sure.
things. First of all, you can go to our program website here, www.eduhk.ch/MACFE. Then you can find the link to online applications. Then just fill out the information, upload the application form or other certificates, documents, etc. Then you'll be good. And also, our application deadline, the main round would be the end of February. But of course, if we have places after that, we are happy to extend the application deadline for you. But the general message for you is that do apply as soon as possible, because as soon as the deadline is over, and also if we have filled the quota, then we will end the admission exercise. So yeah, that's my final message.